There are some times where I can't even fathom, I can't process how so many people wake up in the morning, so many gaming fanatics that slave over consoles, that slave over frame rates, that slave over Microsoft. I can't begin to comprehend how they wake up in the morning and they dish out so much unbridled stupidity, all because Destiny 2 does not have any confirmation on if the game is going to be 4K 60 until E3. These people out there, these fanatics, are demanding Microsoft, they are demanding Activision to release this information. At first, I didn't believe this information. I thought that it was something that is received as a joke, which it is, but to see people delve into sheer lunacy over some frame rate problems really shows that their mental capacity is all jacked up. But then again, we are on the internet where people like to ice skate uphill head first and cause serious brain damage to themselves. To summarize the origins at hand here, we have to go back to the original article, which basically told us that the PlayStation 4 Pro is not able to have enough horsepower to handle Destiny 2 at 60 FPS. Apparently, they are going to settle at 30 FPS for consoles, but they never specifically said they were talking about the Scorpio version. That's going to be revealed at E3 2017, which makes sense because they are going to be talking about the console at E3 2017, but apparently that's not enough. A lot of people got their panties in a bunch over this info and they demanded that Microsoft and Bungie release this information. First thing is first, who the hell are you people to decide when a company releases information? I mean, E3 is the biggest bundle of news that you can wait for. It's the biggest expo of gaming history. Why wouldn't they talk about Destiny 2 more in depth at E3 with the Xbox Scorpio dev kits at hand? You see why your demands makes no sense? Because they are ridiculous and stupid and pathetic. And if you basically participated in this cavalcade of shame, then you should be disappointed in yourself, solely yourself and the community that delves in this nonsense. The first thing that comes in mind to many people is finger pointing. I mean, it is the easiest thing to do. You could easily cast the blame on someone. You could easily say that it's Sony's fault for making the PlayStation Pro the way it is, even though that is incorrect. When it comes to the actual state of affairs, the developers keep using this word and people are not understanding what it means. Why is Bungie constantly using the word parity? Parity means being equal. It's the state of being equal to each other. The more you look into this, the more you see the light, because why in the ever loving name of Christ would they say that the Xbox Scorpio, regardless of its capabilities, would run at 4K 60 FPS, but the other users on the Xbox One or the Xbox One S has to play the game online at 30 FPS. You see where the unfair comparisons start to fall in line? Regardless of what the Scorpio could do, when you have an ecosystem of consoles running the same game, you have to take into account of how this infrastructure is going to be in play for everyone else. So what they're taking into account is the fact that if these people are going to be locked at 30 FPS on consoles, so be it. Even playing field, and of course, as every decision stands, this is not Microsoft's fault. This is up to the developers of how they want to parody their game, and they're doing it in this direction. The sense of entitlement from Xbox fanatics is pretty much overflowing and it's way too broad, and I believe you guys are setting yourselves up for extreme disappointment when it comes to E3 2017 and if the Xbox Scorpio can or can't deliver these promises, because all we have is a screenshot of Forza running at supposedly 4K 60 FPS, but Microsoft never said they could do it for every game. Realistically, that's not going to happen, and I believe the PC specs a lot more because they came right out of the gate and said it's going to be at 60 FPS uncompromised. I believe they are confident in saying that because that platform is very, very customizable and it has a lot of options for the gamer who is interested in tech, and the same goes for the developer. It has a lot of options that allows them to boost their game even higher because right now PC is the top dog at performance. You can't stop it, you can't deny it. It's undeniable. But people will try to always deny and downplay things that are facts. They will go out there and they will say that PC gaming is not as strong as a console. They will go out there and they will say that PC gaming is way too expensive, therefore you can't get into it. They will go out there and they will say that PC gaming is not plug and play for controllers, so why do I waste my time? The same old trite and trivial nonsense repeated over and over. I think you guys make for horrible stand-up comedians. I think you guys need a solid tomato with a firecracker stuffed inside, thrown right at your face because you make so many baseless assumptions as to what pertains this, what pertains that, the PlayStation Pro supposedly being too weak, that affects every singular console. You guys don't even know anything else about the Scorpio outside of what's been told to you with specs and with certain key bits of information. But until then, until E3, we will see what happens with the Xbox Scorpio. We will see if this console can live up to the task of 4K 60 FPS, which it won't. I'm positive it won't, because with a console release, there's always hurdles, there's always problems. Nothing is ever perfect. And that goes double for Microsoft because that E3 2013 press event is still ingrained in their minds and history. And that is something that will never, ever go away for a long time. And you just know that all these dudes care about is specs. They don't game. They don't sit down and actually enjoy games. They can argue for endless hours about frame rate, but they don't care about games. They don't care about what is influential and innovative to the gaming industry because they will always be stuck in a rut arguing over specifications. And it's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad that A, this is about an unreleased game, B, they're making demands, and C, it's about an unreleased console and demanding if it's going to play at 4K 60 FPS, which is unrealistic. So I'd like to ask you people just one very striking question if you do this. Why? What gain do you have? Other than being an idiot, but I guess if you like being an idiot, then it sits in just fine with your mentality. Stop being so stupid. Let's wait for results. Let's stop fighting over frame rate and let's start acting like normal, civilized adults. Or you can act like children and I could treat you Xbox fanboys like children. You know, the real crime here is that I don't even care about Destiny. I just found these comments funny and hilarious and so erroneous that I had to laugh at them. I played the alpha for the first game and I didn't like it. And I'm not hyped up for the sequel at all. I mean, if there's a public demo or public beta, I will play it. But I'm not even that ecstatic for Destiny. I don't even think a lot of these Xbox fanboys care about Destiny either. It's just a grim reminder that whenever there's a leak of tech news, a lot of Xbox fans seem to jump all over it. No clarification, no context, they just jump like a rabbit off a cliff. And they want to hear this news, they want to hear that information, they're impatient, they just can't wait. And then if PlayStation is bigger at E3, then there's going to be a lot of denial and disappointment sinking in. There's nothing wrong with 30 FPS in my opinion. As long as the game plays competently, I'm fine with 30 FPS. I'm fine with Destiny 2 on consoles being the way it is. The compromises might suck, and I'm a PC gamer, so of course I'm going to be the PC guy and get the PC version, but having this version as well, if it's competently made, then it's better than not having Destiny 2 at all. This reminds me so much of the Blue Disc scandal of Titanfall 2, where so many Xbox fanboys got upset over Titanfall 2 being multiplat, but being published also on PS4 and shown off on the developer's Twitter. A lot of people got upset. It's something so minuscule that I can't see how it affects people's personal lives. Last but not least, it's time to be brutally honest. I think some people don't deserve internet. You don't deserve connections. You don't deserve to have any sort of input, Wi-Fi, no significance on the internet because your opinion is exactly just that. Not significant at all. If you spend time attacking developers, if you spend time making baseless assumptions, you don't deserve to be online. That's how I feel about this. This is Renegade Operative signing off. I will see you guys next time. I'm tired. I hope you guys really enjoyed my real talk on what I think about this situation where people are demanding that Microsoft and Bungie should talk about the Xbox Scorpio specifications for Destiny 2. And as always, you guys take care. We are finally past this weird fanboy chapter until after E3. Ugh. And in breaking news, apparently you have even more butthurt. Some people are going around and they're getting mighty antsy all because LawBreakers is not going to be on an Xbox console quite yet. So they recently had a trailer, I think it's called Rise and Fall, something. I didn't get the chance to see this. And basically, they are showing off the game and they confirmed a console platform that the game is launching on. And it's not the Xbox. LawBreakers will be coming to the PlayStation 4. It's going to be PlayStation 4 Pro Enhanced. And it's coming to the PC as well. And there's a lot of green blood bleeding pieces of garbage out there that are so pissed and angry and upset that LawBreakers isn't coming to their console. They're so pissed actually that they have accepted a full state of denial. Is LawBreakers coming to the Xbox Scorpio? Who knows? Is LawBreakers coming to the Xbox One? Who knows? The developers keep telling them over and over again, LawBreakers is only on PC and PS4 for the time being. Every time these Xbox fans talk, they really just don't get the point. Even, I have some screen caps here. The developers behind LawBreakers, Boss Key Productions, there are some members in this tweet chain, and they said that it's very hard to create multiplats. There are deals, there are things behind the scenes we don't know about, and it's very hard. So Sony must have struck a deal. Xbox probably didn't. Maybe it cost them more money than you can expect, which is natural in the gaming industry. Only time will tell if LawBreakers comes to the Xbox, but to get your game published on a console is probably going to come with some finances. Mate, if you want to play LawBreakers so bad, mate, then maybe you should go throw another shrimp on the barbie, throw another 300 and be able to get yourself a PlayStation 4, or maybe you could throw a stack on the barbie and get yourself a gaming PC, because going multiplat is much better than going down on a Dundee hooker. Yes, it is. So maybe all you people out there can start complaining as the real Aussie talks. And once again, You Xbox fans, that console isn't a knife at all. It's not a nice knife. It's a dull butter knife that needs to be thrown in the garbage. So, once again, that's my bad, horrible impression of an Australian person. Either way, I think it's pretty pathetic of what people are doing. Once again, what is wrong with owning more than one system? I don't get it. I don't understand. I have played the LawBreakers beta and I thought it was pretty alright. I mean, to me it wasn't $60 fun. It was more like 40, but you know, I enjoyed it, but once again, people are getting very highly salty. And I can't be the type of person that says, you know what, I'm going to be narrow minded. I'm just going to stick to one console. I go where the games are. If the games aren't on the platform, I move on to the next platform that has the games available. And that's how everyone really, in a nutshell, should be. But of course, with console wars, with agendas, with fanboys, it's never going to cease. They're just pathetic. And I'm going to end my little rant here. So once again, I will see you guys next time for more Renegade Operative shenanigans. I will see you guys next time. Later.